tastes like oranges.
Sugary drinks aren't allowed in this North London primary school.
It looks as brown as chocolate.
But in the interests of research, this afternoon Newsnight took some of the banned substances into Cuckoo Hall Academy to test them out on Year 4s and 5s.
Very smooth. Taste of mangoes.
They're at an impressionable age, but forget fizzy pop. Here they've drunk the healthy living Kool-Aid.
When you drink too much, you can get obese because there's too much sugar and it might rotten your tooth.
How many sugary drinks do you think you drink every week?
Every week, the maximum's 1.
That's for you, that's what you have.
Yeah, but sometimes I don't really get any.
What's your favourite drink?
Water.
Oh, so good, so healthy. The latest government data indicates more than a fifth of reception-age children are either overweight or obese. In Year 6, it's a third of kids. Though rates of obesity in under 10s do appear to be levelling off, they are still rising in 11 to 15-year-olds. The government's due to publish its childhood obesity strategy later this year, with the impact of sugar now a hot political subject. The Health Select Committee chair has angrily criticised the government for delaying publication of a report by Public Health England that looks at measures to reduce sugar intake. Campaigners want a sugar tax of perhaps 20% on some soft drinks, which they say could raise £1 billion. Today, one of those leading the sugar tax brigade rode into Parliament to tell MPs that 4 to 11-year-olds from deprived backgrounds are most vulnerable to obesity and that sugar-sweetened drinks are where children get their sugar fix.
If you want clear, sharp information that says how much sugar is in that product, it's teaspoons. The industry, of course, hate it.
Sugar labelling is deliberately vague, charges Jamie Oliver.
I took the liberty of bodging some stuff. And I ain't no pro and I ain't no branding expert.
He handed out various drinks he'd relabelled, adding his analysis of their sugar content. It's pretty startling. 11 teaspoons in one, 14 in another, he says, and 13 in this one. The government's own guidance is just 7 teaspoons daily, half of what we actually consume. France and Mexico already have a sugar tax in place, with people on both sides using that to their advantage.
Well, we've seen in other countries recently that a sugar tax has really worked in starting to reduce consumption of sugary soft drinks. So it's definitely something that should be considered in light of the rising levels of obesity.
In Mexico, they have introduced a tax, and of course it has raised money. That money hasn't been spent on public health, it's actually simply reduced calorie intake by an average of 6 calories per day per person in Mexican society. Now, I don't think anybody seriously imagines that a reduction of 6 calories consumption per day is going to have a serious impact on levels of obesity.
The obesity time bomb is ticking, and back at Cuckoo Hall, an obvious reminder why.
It tastes really nice. All of them taste really nice, but I think it's even more bigger treat than having a giant prize.
If it was healthy, I'd buy it every day, but it's kind of unhealthy, so I'll just buy it once a week.
In the end, however healthy living they are, given half the chance, most kids just love sugar.
It is sensational.